Well, you too, it's your boy Darius. I want to thank you guys for watching. You guys could be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me. I really appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe to your boy, leave a like. If you guys have any recommendations, leave in the comment section. I get to it as soon as possible. We're about to do right now about react to who's the most American assumption versus citizenship test. That really should not be a assumption of who the most American. Like, if you're born here in the United States, then you're automatically an American. You know what I'm saying? Like, there shouldn't be no competition of who the most American or what it is. No. Like, no, if you're born here, you're American. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's something that a lot of right-wing conservatives, like, they always want to tell that this person is not as much an American. It's like, no. It's like no, like, if you don't see the Star Strangled Banner, that does not make us any less an American. But I don't want to get into politics. What we're about to do, we're about to react to this video. So for nothing blah blah blah, let's get straight to it.
By the way, I was raised by a black nanny for my entire life growing up.
Yeah, lots of white people have been raised by black
nannies.
I'll try to pivot. Okay, well. I'll try to pivot.
Most least.
Can I ask, like, what is everybody's family background here in America?
I'll start. My dad is actually indigenous. He's Native American, Cree Nation. And my mom is a black American.
Black American as well. I'm born here. My parents are from Compton. I also do.
Nice! Compton CPT into his out. Actually, I'm not from Compton. I'm from South Central LA. But still, we got right to the West Coast. NWA.
As well, the home nation in Louisiana.
My parents are just simple blue-collar working white Americans.
My dad's from California. His dad was from Canada. His mom was from Texas.
I was born in New York, but my parents are from Korea.
I was actually born in Europe, and I've been here for 7 years, and I filed for a green card recently.
Yeah. So she'll probably be the least American or least second least American.
Born Colombia, raised there. American dad, and my mom is fully Colombian.
What do we think makes...
So my background would be like, of course, both of my parents are black. My father's side are from Chicago, and my mother's side are more from Arkansas. Does that make sense? So I recently did an ancestry DNA test. They indicate that the first that my ancestor came from the first slave that arrived here in 1619. So you can say, I'm just as much an American as a next guy.
American, or make
try not to stutter that much.
More American than other. Like, what are our opinions on that?
I think it's a choice because we're like such a melting pot of everybody. But if that makes you feel proud, then that's what you are.
I could agree with that. I also think too though that lineage does matter and make a difference. Just because there are communities in America that have been here, I think that should be taken into consideration.
That's my personal opinion. I get that a lot. It's like, oh, it doesn't get much more American than you, but like I haven't served in the military. I haven't,
Right.
I don't think it necessarily you have to serve in the military. Because like I said, 14th Amendment, if you were born here, you're automatically American. You get what I'm saying? Just because you fall in the military doesn't mean you're any more or less American. As a matter of fact, a lot of people who did fall in the military and they fall in the wars, a lot of them are more anti-war than a lot of people give credit for.
In the Air Force.
Like, for instance, Dwight Eisenhower, the 34th president, he was he fought. He's a proud general for the World War II. And he turned out he was anti-war as well. He said nobody is more anti-war than those who actually fought in the war. And that makes perfect sense. I try not to blah, blah.
I don't think that makes me more American, actually, because it was years. And I don't...
haven't,
Right.
I've served in the Air Force for 6 years. And I don't think that makes me more American, actually, because it was more of a transactional agreement. I got paid to do it.
Yeah, I agree as well. I was in the military. If you're just like...
You can tell he's from the military.
Wakes up working 80 hours a week. Yeah. Those are real Americans right there. People are like, oh, he's military. You must, love America so much. And, America's just a piece of dirt on the ground to me. People who contribute to their community in a meaningful way. Those are the most American people to me.
Can you guys start rearranging yourselves as you ask questions?
Yeah, he definitely number one, the military. Oh.
And
the Native American black girl. Yeah.
Only because you two have
I can
connection to somewhere else.
in the end for now.
Because
she's out for now.
She tried to get the green card. I think he already had the green card.
For so many reasons.
Why she the least? You say now she's from Texas. Well, no. She said her dad from California and her folks are from Texas as well. So she should be least.
It's kind of weird, but I feel like I'm a human being. Like, that's my metric.
I guess.
That's what I'm concerned about. And I think that that's more important than being from a country.
I completely agree. I imagine a future in which you can go anywhere, participate in that community respectfully, and like be a part of it. But I do think it's important to some degree to classify things because there are a lot of wrongs that America hasn't righted yet. I think once we get to a point where we can all like kumbaya together, none of this will matter.
The fact that there's so much to talk about in terms of like what has gone wrong or who did what you're doing is you're basically trying to blame somebody. And at all times, blaming people doesn't help with the actual issue is like moving forward.
But I mean, we can't really move forward until we acknowledge what happened yesterday and we atone for
it.
That's
true. You're right about that. You know, it's like, you know, people want to say, get over it, get over this, and get over that. It's like, how do people get over it and when nothing has been right yet? You know what I'm saying? Even with slavery, you know, like, it still hasn't been right. You know what I'm saying? Not too many African Americans after slavery got that 40 acre in the mule. Not every African American got reparation. I don't think any African American got reparation. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. That's why a lot of people are pushing for reparation right now. But, like, you know, just so they can right the wrong.
Be okay and, like, just be good. Like, we're so far beyond that.
We have to atone for certain things.
No, we don't. That's like a...
You can tell she's a liberal.
Yeah.
I'll try to pivot. Okay, well, I'll try to pivot.
You know, it's not about pointing fingers at individual people. It's pointing fingers at, like,
the system
that still has, like, negative effects for lots of different groups of people.
Does everybody vote that can? And did you vote since you could?
I
like,
did not
ever
vote.
since you could?
I didn't vote either.
I
hate politics.
But the could?
I
like,
did not
ever
vote.
since?
I vote. Yeah, I always vote. I even vote on the local election because as a matter of fact, local election is more important than a national election. Because local election, you have to live in your community. You have to what that term? I'm trying to think of it. You know, so you can't correct what's going on in your community if you don't go out there and do something about it. That's why I always personally vote in a local election. But that's just me.
I didn't vote either.
Wow, I'm surprised. The two military dudes didn't vote.
What we fought for on any side in America were the right to do these things like vote.
But we only have two parties to pick from.
That's true. And you know, I'm gonna get into politics just a little bit. I'm not gonna go extra hard. But the Democrats and the Republicans, they suck balls. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to curse in these videos, but they suck real hard, man. It's like, you know, like, you're obviously none of one of these parties really give a crap about the people in America. Both of them are both the Democrats and the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? They're corporate elite. You get what I'm saying? That's why, you know, you have people like Bernie Sanders who actually want to come in and change things. You know what I'm saying? And the Democrat Party, instead of attacking the Republicans like what they're supposed to, they attack the people of Bernie's side because, you know, like they're fear of changes. You know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people want to gear towards like the corporate elite, like Biden or Hillary Clinton or even Bloomberg. You know what I'm saying? The one who have all sorts of money. Hell, even now, you know, like here in LA, you know, like people are gearing toward Rick. What's his name? Caruso. I know his name is Caruso. Is it Rick Caruso? Yeah, Caruso. Because you know he's a Democrat, but we all know he's geared more towards the right green side. That's why I always say here in America we don't have a true left wing liberal party. You know what I'm saying? Both the Democrat and the Republicans geared towards the right side of the party. Or wait, right side. This is the right side. But you get what I'm saying? But that's it for the politics.
The third party doesn't win, and if you vote for the third party, you're actually just hurting your own party. It's rigged. You do like
it's sadly, you know, like that's a lot of things that people want to say. Voting for the third party is a waste of vote. I disagree with that. I disagree with that 100%. Because you go out there and you vote for the people you believe in. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I see this a lot with Democrats. You know what I'm saying? Where they don't get their way, or they, like let's say 2016 when Trump won, and trust me, Trump should not have won that election, but that's the end of that. But when Trump won, they want people want to blame everyone. They want to blame Bernie Sanders. They want to blame the third party. They want to blame the people who didn't vote. They want to blame everyone except for the damn person that was Hillary Clinton. But I digress.
It's not really, if you get involved, you can't help but be a part. You can change it.
I'd rather take care of my immediate community, my immediate goals, my immediate life. I'm going to be a good citizen, a good taxpayer. That's all that I need to do.
I agree with that. I can't vote, but I am very politically active.
Right.
So I think that might be more impactful than all the third of the population who didn't vote for whatever reason.
Do you guys believe that citizenship status correlates to how American you are?
I don't agree.
Not really. But at the same time, though, I feel like it always the above thing. You know what I'm saying? If I was a high school teacher, I would actually have, let's say I was a high school history teacher or even a high school civic teacher. I would actually have my students take a citizenship test. You know what I'm saying? It's not to determine whether or not they're American or not. To show that how much they know what being America is about. Does that make sense, everyone? I try not to pause so much, but boy, I get passionate about these things. I just have things to say, so I'd rather to say it now than to blah 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 and while everyone's this up. But enough of me, blah blah blah. Let's continue on with the video.
$1 million, and they put you into a community of like-minded or like people, and all it takes is $1 million for these people to come in, and they don't have to do anything but just pay that money.
Yes, there are people who have millions of dollars and invest into the country, but that's not the majority of the people, and there are people who are undocumented and they want to become citizens because it's the only country they've ever known, but they can't. Are they less American just because of...
And that's sad, too. I've seen that, too. Working in my field, I see that, a lot of people, they cut... they're born in other places in Mexico or Guatemala or Panama, other countries. They come here as a baby, undocumented. You know what I'm saying? But they were they were raised as American, and that's all they know. They never knew that they were born in another country. So that actually is a good question.
I think a lot of it has to do with effort, too.
I thought so. I used to believe that. I used to think that if I come here, I go to school here, I work here, I can become a citizen eventually.
But not that easy.
Get married because that was the easiest way for me to come here. I don't think it's a fair process. I can get a green card in a year just because I'm married an American, but other people have been here for decades and still can't get a green card.
And also, what I know is that for a lot of people, it costs a lot of money. Cost a lot of money to become a citizen, and a lot of people, they migrate to here from another country. So obviously they're not gonna have a gazillion of dollars, to be afforded to become a citizen. Does that make sense? And yet, those same undocumented people, they pay taxes here in America. They really do. They file taxes, they pay it. You know what I'm saying? I say once you start filing taxes, I think you should at least have some consideration as American. That's in my opinion.
And I don't think that is fair at all.
I think we should all just go through and finish our rankings and just kind of say why, and then maybe
that would be good.
Regroup.
I think I'm number one. I think I'm the most American. I am a continuation of a long line of people who have done nothing but thrive. And
Native Americans are the original American.
We don't have in America without Black and Indigenous people, just given the history.
Exactly. Exactly. I agree with that 100%.
She should have been first.
Unfortunately, the thing about America is that race is just connected to everything we do. And that's why it's a mess. It is. There's several.
And people want to say, why you have to mention race? Well, race is, sadly, race is part of America. It's as much of a part of America as apple pie. I actually prefer sweet potato pie, but hey.
America.
We do not live in the same world.
I can already tell we don't live in the same world.
By the way, I was raised by a Black nanny for my entire life growing up.
Yeah, lots of work.
Let me guess, she was a rich white woman.
She raised me as my mom because my mom wasn't there.
But you
and I don't know if you ever guys ever watched Atlanta. That's a great show, by the way. But I just finished watching season 3. You know, like one of that episode was that one of the nannies. She was a Black Caribbean lady, but she was the one who was raising the young boy to be one to raise the young white boy while their parents were working or doing other things. You get what I'm saying? So that's why that young boy was connected to her black nanny more than she did with her parents. So what she said here, you know, like it's not uncommon.
And I don't walk through life the way that you do, or that he does, or that she.
Thing to say.
I am not a victim.
You have as much potential.
Change topic. Change topic.
I'm not trying to play the oppression Olympics here. I'm just trying to paint a picture so that you can understand that not everyone lives life like you. I hope she at least heard what I said, and at least maybe it'll echo, you know, in the future, and maybe she'll remember like this encounter.
I heard everybody's opinion and why they felt that they did deserve to be an American or didn't. We all have our views, and I think they're all going to be in the end the same, that we're humans first.
I think it's best, for the sake of this conversation, to try to focus on our individual reasons why we're American, and not so much because our ancestors did this and that.
Then why did you guys put me at the front?
Because of what you mentioned, like, as far as I understood, you want to be here, and this is like where you see yourself and where you identify yourself as being.
Do you feel American?
Ooh. Yeah, it's all I know.
You're more American.
That's a good question. Do I feel American? I think, you know what? I was born and raised here in American. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm a black African American. That's what I feel like. That's my identity. You know, do I consider myself a white American? No, because I'm not white. But I do feel myself as a black African American. Yes, because that's what I am. You know, I was born and raised here in America, and I have just as much rights, or I should have as much rights as everyone else here. Does that make sense, everyone?
And just because you would want to stay here, I would drop my hat and leave immediately. I'll go to the back line. If, like, my girlfriend said, I want to go back to Taiwan, I'd go with her right away. Free healthcare, no mass shootings. That's already
nice. I agree with Daniel. That's the crazy part about it. And like that shows how far behind America is on so many issues, and not just gun violence and all that. You know, we're so far behind on public transportation. My buddy Sam, shout out to you, Sam. He went to Germany recently. He told me that the public transportation in Germany was fantastic. While here in America, we could do much better. Way better when it comes to public transportation. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we're stuck with fossil fuel. I don't know. And don't even start about educated. You know what I'm saying? We're probably one of the most intelligent people, and yet we're so far behind. It's just sad. You get what I'm saying? Like, and you know, there's so many things wrong with the United States of America right now. We should be thriving, but it's like a total opposite. And I blame partly on the Republicans. I blame Democrats too.
Buses to me, so
I choose America all the time. But you know, if an alien from outer space came here and said he loved America and he doesn't want to go back to space, he's an American because he takes pride in it.
I'm gonna move myself to the.
Yeah, I would also rate myself lower. That's why
I am like a dual citizen. Like, I'm not just American. I'm also Colombian. That's still a huge part of what motivates me, who I am, the culture that I engage in.
I think it should come before me, because if we're talking about like individual contributions, I think you've done more than I have.
Yeah.
There are guys who serve and do things and do really great things for this country, but like not everybody in the military is actively on the front lines fighting wars. Not everybody's a
That's true.
Operator. I chose to not for patriotic reasons. It's like, do I go to school and get a lot of debt and not even know what I want to do with my life? Or do I take some time, think about it, and get the government to pay me my education?
Does everyone feel comfortable where they are?
That's actually a good point. And sadly, a lot of young people nowadays, they have to think this way. Do they want to go to school, or do they want to get risk of getting their head blown off? And that's the sad reality for many young kids.
I would say she feels very strongly.
She does.
I do.
So where would you want to place yourself?
I mean, I think that me personally, the passion and the importance of me looking out for everybody that's an American and wants to call himself American, I think that's so valuable.
I feel like you want to say number one.
I do, honestly. I think that is me.
But then you say she's a human. I don't know, man.
Since I am a public servant, I do travel, I do first responder work.
That's dope.
Management. I would say by that metric, I would be number 2.
You actually help Americans. Okay.
This is your final ranking?
Yes.
You're locking it in? Okay, great. What I'm going to have you guys do is take a mock citizenship test.
Oh,
yeah.
I think I took one. Not because I'm not American, whatever. I did it because I just want to know how I'll do with it, and surprised I did so well on it. That's why I want to know. That's why like I said, if I was a high school teacher, a high school civic teacher, I would want my student to take a citizenship test. She told to see how well they'll do on the citizenship test.
And let's see how well you guys do.
Okay.
Look at this thing there. A civic test evaluate on applicant knowledge of U.S. history and government. What is an amendment? Like the law of the land. What did Emancipation Proclamation do? They freed the slaves. Who makes federal laws? The Congress, right? What president during World War One? Woodrow Wilson. Yeah, that dude with the glasses. Name one U.S. territory. Puerto Rico. Where is the Statue of Liberty? In New York City. Why does the flag have 13 stripes? Because the original colony, the original 13 colonies. Georgia, Virginia, New York, New Hampshire, New Jersey, things like that. When do we celebrate Independence Day? From July 4th.
How do you guys feel like you may have done?
I think I got at least one little question wrong, but let's see.
In 7th, we have Abe with 11 out of 20.
Really? I thought we would do well.
We have a tie. Sydney, 11 out of 20.
A tie?
You and Abe tie.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Mr. Adler.
In 5th, we have Devin, 12 out of 20.
That doesn't surprise me.
Sydney and I are definitely very impassioned about the way we feel about America, and we were the lowest on the totem pole, so...
In 4th, Lance, 14 out of 20.
Wow. Pretty sure the military dude is number 1.
Daniel, 18 out of 20.
Wow.
And at a tie for first.
Wow, so the 2 people who non-citizens of America, they're the top spot. Wow.
We have Gabrielle and Lila with 20 out of 20.
Nice. Yay!
Passing
Go to show you
is a 12 out of 20.
Yeah.
Ah!
We failed.
12.
We failed.
Damn, my girl aged. Damn. Hey, funny how that works.
Kind of funny that the people who have the loudest voices are the ones that are at the bottom of this whole ladder.
That tends to
That's
happen.
fair.
Of course.
Yeah.
I will say when Lila was talking about how hard she had to contribute just to stay in this country, I think that speaks more volumes than being able to take a test.
100%.
Exactly.
I was.
That's why, like I said, that's why I would do that civic test. I hope the history teachers or the civic teacher, they do the same thing.
Surprised by how low some of the scores were, but I also wasn't surprised that I got them all right because this is something I have to study. So
Nice.
I don't think it's necessarily fair.
It's much more important for them to know what's going on right now rather than knowing like random like trivia questions about history that not even American-born people know. That show you like the American people how the education system in the United States is, while the people who from other country are more intellectual than we are. Ain't that crazy? It's not easily definable. There's going to be always a sizable portion of the U.S. that no matter how American you are and how hard you work to be here, they're never going to recognize you as an American.
I believe in a future in which America is a place where everyone can live harmoniously. I think we just need to do a better job of listening to each other, being more empathetic.
Thank you guys
We
so
do.
much.
We do.
Let's cut.
Good job, Jubilee. That's a dope video. You know what I'm saying? What you got to think of this video? Let me know. Comment down below. Leave a like, subscribe to the boy. You can check out my free video down here. Peace, love, and rock and roll.